Chess friends, how are you? Gukesh D is an Indian Grandmaster, a chess prodigy who is the third youngest Grandmaster in history. Today I am gonna show you the rich and tactical game where he sacrificed his queen against Magnus Carlsen. This is a very insane game between them, so let's go. Gukesh started the game with e4, we have the Italian opening by our young Grandmaster. Here Magnus could go with bishop c5, let me show you the variation, castle d6 d3 knight f6 bishop g5 to pin the knight. Don't worry, just unpin the knight with g5, bishop runs h5, sacrificing the pawn, h4, black invites white to give a fork, sacrifice your queen by capturing the bishop, because you are the Stockfish subscriber, bishop g5, danger level, queen ups knight d5 threatening checkmate in 3 moves. This bishop and rook pair can checkmate black easily, so if he plays h3 play knight check, best move to capture the knight, but if your lollipop opponent slides the king sacrifice your rook as well to checkmate white. Haters don't really hate you, they hate themselves, you're a reflection of what they wish to be. So back to the position, Magnus played 2 knights defense and the game converted into the Giuoco pianissimo main line variation after c3. Gukesh wants a solid attack to play against Magnus. Couple of moves later we have bishop h4, Magnus had the choice to push the pawn g-pawn, but he decided to play a6, a4 or castle can be played in the game, but Gukesh played knight d2, not bad. This is the strategy that I like to play. Gukesh need to play very carefully because he is playing against Magnus. If he wins a pawn in middle game, then there will be a possibility to win in the end game against Carlsen. b5, an inaccuracy move, Magnus could play queen e6, looking for the info trade, but that's also good. Pawn exchanges knight a5, he should play knight a3 to attack it, but after takes bishop b6 rook takes pawn. This rook is like, hey buddy, I am in jail, come here and kill me if you can. Never allow someone to be your priority while allowing yourself to be their option. Okay, Magnus played g5, bishop runs knight d7, preparing for c6 move, d4 f6, and you might think, why Magnus didn't play c6 move to eliminate the rook. But things are so easy as it seems. If c6 happen, then white can actually sacrifice his rook, take d5, center exchanges, then white can blow up the center with e6, takes knight e5, the knight is coming, queen is creating millions of threats to king's plaster of Paris city. It will be a very challenging position for black, so in this position Magnus played f6, takes c4, a very annoying move. This move invites black to play c6 and loses his rook for a stupid bishop. c5, and best move for black is to capture the pawn. Let me show you the variation. Now move back your knight, but if you dare to capture the pawn, knight takes e5 will come. This is a pass pawn, queen check is coming. Let me extend the variation for your better clarity. Rook here, queen b3 check. King slides, queen comes to give him a thunderbolt check, takes, check here, bishop takes e5 queen f8, and this position is completely losing for you. The king is exposed, these pieces are under attack, so if you dare to save the knight, then after check, king g8 queen c6, black is in a very critical situation. People will notice the change in your attitude towards them but won't notice their behavior that made you change. Black will lose his knight and the game. So back to the position, Magnus played knight d2, giving up the d6 pawn, queen here, queen c2, here best move for black is to play rook b8, but Magnus blundered the game and played rook a6, because now my brother Gukesh can take the pawn, which he did, and if you dare to capture the knight. Thinking it's a free piece, but nothing is free until you play with a 200 elo player, queen c4 check, and you will lose your rook by a car accident. So in this position we have rook a2 first. Gukesh could play queen d1 because the b3 square is available for the queen to fork the king and rook if black dares to capture the e5 piece, but Gukesh decided to with Stockfish level, he sacrificed his queen, take, 2 minor piece with 3 pawns for the queen, which is an equal. But he's playing against Magnus Carlsen. If I would play with white in this position, then I could defeat Magnus. Rook f1 was best, but he played f3, he loses a pawn, h3 rook here d7, looks like the pawns are too fast, but black can easily stop them. And do you know a fact? Octopus have 3 hearts, 9 brains and blue blood. Wow, amazing. Best move for white is to play rook c2, and if black captures the pawn, he will lose his queen by a mistake. And friends, if you are enjoying my content, then please like and subscribe to my channel. I need your help as well, as the knight helps his position and pass pawns. Few moves later white captured the c3 pawn. Rook a2 may looks awesome, but white can play an amazing and secret move, rook d3. The idea is to win your queen by the knight fork, so back to the position, we have king to d8. So rook c6, Magnus played and another blunder move queen e3, because now white can push the pawn, king need to stop him, then bishop check will come and it will be a double attack to the queen and the king, lol. So back to the position, Gukesh played rook c3, he missed win, he didn't find the best move, queen d4 rook backs, and after couple of moves later we have e6, queen c1 bishop check, king takes pawn. Apparently best move for white is to play bishop before, but he played king g3, fatal blunder move. Because after queen check, king runs g4, the pawn shouldn't capture it because of this, and if the h-pawn captured it then it will be a mate by queen h4, but this doesn't happen in our game. Magnus didn't find the best move because he is an inferior human like Gukesh and you, he played h5, takes king here, rook check, king g7, knight e6, another blunder move. White should play knight e4 because queen e1 attacks both of the king and knight. At the same time, white is completely losing the game. I didn't understand what should I put in the title for this video. Two super grandmasters faced each other and played their blunderful game, or, when inferior species played chess for the first. That is so hilarious. By the way, Gukesh played a very insane and equal game with Magnus. His opening and middle game was so good, but in the end game, both are become losers. Magnus won the game after he made 3 blunder moves and Gukesh played 5 blunders. Anyway, analysis your own games. Wish you all the best, thanks for watching, subscribe for more, bye bye, take care, see you soon.